Well, you already know what it is. Back at it once again. It's your boy, Super M, with RIngsideVR, the place to be for everything virtual boxing. And tonight, we have an electrifying debut match. The ever flashy Enertayner takes on the spirit of Tommy Hearns himself, King the Hitman Chuck. Now, will the Hitman live up to that legendary name, or will he play supporting actor to this movie that Enertayner's trying to put on? Before we get to the flick, I want to remind you guys that we are putting on weekly recorded matches here in the RSVR Discord, trying to find the best talent out there to put on a show for you, the virtual fight fans. And speaking of virtual fight fans, hey, let us know who of these two boxers that you guys want to see down in the comments below. Again, we're looking for the best talent out here, and we're trying to put on a show for you. But with that being said, let's get on to this next fight. Well, you already know what it is. We are back at it once again. Round one underway. We got the Hitman versus the Enertayner.
Let's fight.
Man, I'm very excited about this match. Enertayner came to us from the YouTube channels, said he was here to put on a show, but the boy, the Hitman, is here to put him down. Solly, are you excited for this fight?
More than ever. I mean, I'm loving how much feedback we're getting from the community and how much involvement. People are watching these matches, and listen, you come out to one of our exhibition recordings, we'll put you in the ring.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of being in the ring, man, we're already off with the action. Enertayner coming in with the fast hands. Almost, yeah, he's looking like he's going to live up to the promise of putting on a show. A little bit of a showboating here, trying to get him with the little rope-a-dope, but the Hitman seems to be locked in, ready to put this guy out.
I love it. It's kind of like a wiggling post with his arm. It's right. It's not like right up in his face, but it's constantly distracting, and he's throwing shots with it and with his offhand. It's very effective.
Yeah.
Hitman, though, not necessarily being affected and really using that range and those whipping jabs and crosses very effectively.
Yeah, something we don't really get to see is someone with this particular stance. I mean, almost kind of reminds me, I don't want to call it too early, but it reminds me of a bit of a little Tommy Hearns action going on, living up to the Hitman name. But you see that flicker jab getting out there and keeping Enertayner at bay, keeping him busy, and some big shots landing in right after that.
Absolutely. He's almost got kind of like a Mashuba, Hajime no Ippo style, right?
Absolutely. Beautiful combo also by Enertayner. Speaking of Ippo versus Mashuba, this is looking like that classic fight. The body styles seem to be matching up, but Hitman keeping true to his name, but Enertayner, man, keeping a very loose stance and keeping a lot of head movement. Oh my God, and it's not working. Big shots raining down from the Hitman, whipping that jab out. Love to see it.
Yeah, I love how he's changing levels again, too, right? Whipping jabs to the body, whipping jabs to the head, and then following up with his second punch just to mix it up and keep Enertayner honest. Enertayner, though, adjusting pretty good, right? You can see he's getting out of range a little bit. He's trying to find his own combos now and doing a lot of good head weaving, too, to get out of those jabs.
And I mean, Enertayner's got to keep that head moving, and he's not keeping the hands up. The hands are really low, and that's a dangerous position for Enertayner. He's thinking that he's faster than hands, you know. And I mean that's some confidence in your speed, boy. But I'm seeing him getting caught. He's dodging a few of them though. Don't get me wrong, and the man's is moving. But I mean, the Hitman is doing exactly what he needs to do, staying in his range, working that jab, and he's landing some beautiful shots off of it. And honestly, when we think about Tommy the Hitman Hearns, right? You think about that classic iconic style. Ooh, again, big shot there. You think about really using that lead hand, whipping it out, and oh my God, another good shot. Enertayner in trouble. I'm sitting here trying to put on a history match. This man is trying to put on a show, and Enertayner fires back. Whoa, an explosive first round, Solly.
Yeah, I love how that ended. Big, powerful stuns from both fighters. But I think you were spot on there, right?
Let's look back at that round, and this is what I'm talking about, Solly. The Hitman in trouble for one of the few times is when the Enertayner was able to get in low, get in around that jab, and really put in some damage. But he tried to do it again here and then gets punished severely for it. He tries to shake it off, manages to trick the Hitman. He was a little confused by the antics of the Enertayner, but let's watch right now. Jab cross straight down the middle and barely misses that hook. If we look at it from another angle, that jab and that cross coming down razor sharp. And if that hook landed, I think the Entertainer would have been in serious trouble. And you know, honestly, this first round, I would have to give it to the Hitman. Even though it was an explosive end by Entertainer, I really want to see more of what he was doing in the beginning of the round, where he does have fast hands. And I want to see more of that here in round 2. Ooh, already. Oh my God!
We may not be seeing it at all. Hitman.
That came out of nowhere, bro. I was in mid-thought trying to. Oh my God, Entertainer cranking that thing, boy. Look at him.
Okay.
You know he's got to be happy. I mean, Hitman, my bad, cranking that thing. I wanted to say Entertainer so bad, Solly, but wow, what an amazing display of speed and power coming from the Hitman, living up to the name.
Absolutely. I think Entertainer's got to do exactly what he's doing now. He's not working well on that outrange. He's got to get in more and use his fast hands and combos. That's where he's got the better advantage.
Yes, absolutely, bro. I mean, we saw it there in the end of round 1. He was able to slip in from that lead hand and work a couple of shots to the body. But here we go, paying the price for it. The Hitman not laying up on your boy Entertainer. He's trying to go for another knockdown.
Entertainer absolutely needs to keep his hands higher. He is getting rocked by those jabs and hooks. He needs but like he just thinks he's got the head movement to do it.
Yeah, a lot of folks come in here and they think that they can move their body faster than somebody can throw a jab. And to be fair, a lot of people just throw those big bombos. They throw big wide hooks. They're trying to get the damage out of the game. But Hitman, keeping true to the style. I mean, look at the jabs. He's throwing more jabs than I've seen anybody throw in. Oh my God, this is amazing. I didn't think anyone would be able to do the Hitman style so well in a VR boxing game, but the Hitman literally living up to the name, throwing some beautiful shots there. Nice uppercut too, man.
Entertainer's got to figure out something to get more offense in here. I think, again, just diving in close, clinching up more, trying to use those angles.
Yeah, and we've seen that clinch be effective in this game, so it's not far-fetched. Ooh! Good shot by Entertainer. We need to see more of that.
Yeah, and this is, I think, where he's got his advantage. He's got to shoot from underneath, right? He's the smaller fighter, which means he's got a little bit of a reach disadvantage, but he can have that better maneuverability inside, right? He's less likely to get tangled up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love what Hitman's doing here, keeping it mysterious. I was going to say earlier when I was trying to give a little bit of a history lesson, Tommy really kept that lead hand very mysterious. It's coming in from a lower spot, lower than you can think of, because it's launching from basically the waist. Ooh, a couple of shots there being eaten by Entertainer. This boy's hungry for these knuckle sandwiches, I tell you. Ooh, and a big hook by the Hitman. Entertainer is in trouble yet again. Oh my God, I can't even tell people about the history. There's so much action going on, Solly.
This is a crazy fight. And Entertainer, though, I got to say, staying alive well this round. He's only got 10 more seconds left. I think he's going to make it. And let's see if he'll be able to retaliate in round 3.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to just try to survive this round, and he does. He does survive this round. We got to take a look at that knockdown early in the second round. The corner man looking at the Hitman right now. He's looking real confident, and let's take a look here. Out of nowhere, middle of me trying to talk, big shots land and puts your boy Entertainer down. Man, that was a beautiful shot, Solly.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you notice it too, right, he knocks him out before in that second punch, and he's even got a third one ready to go. So, like, even if he didn't knock him down, there was going to be more damage coming in.
Absolutely. And even after that, he was still peppering Entertainer the rest of the round, not letting up on the pressure. And that's the hallmark of somebody who's really out here trying to win, man. Even when you're up, ooh, that's that beautiful hook. That was just crushing right on the chin. And then, like, even he was going for a second knockdown. You see how Entertainer was so hurt, man.
Seconds out.
Hitman coming out of the corner now.
Okay, ready?
All hands, all business. Targets locked in on Entertainer. But you already know what I say, Solly. Anything can happen in the ring here and thrill the fight too. So let's go ahead and see what we got in round 3 as we get it underway. We got Entertainer and Hitman doing the dance. Hitman looking really comfortable. Entertainer's got to do something to change the tide of this round.
Yeah, absolutely. There's really, I think, not a lot he can do, though. Hitman's got the full control of this round through range. And he might not get another knockdown, but like I don't really see Enertayner finding a way to get through that footwork that he's using to defend himself, right? Like
I don't know. Enertayner's okay. I thought he was going to be with some crazy strategies. You never know. Oh, wow. I was about to say you never know. He's just going crazy pants right now, trying to do anything to shake the stone cold stance and confidence of the Hitman, but he is an assassin out here. And I think, honestly, Enertayner is doing something that we don't see a lot of people do. Is he's just doing something to try to shake it up. What I like is that he's not trying to do the same thing. Oh, in the first round, but the silliness is not doing him too many favors, dude. Getting rocked with that left hook.
You can only be random for so long. I think at some point you're gonna roll something bad. I do like what you were saying though. He tried mixing it up. I think you just got to do that with a little more intention and a little more strategy, even if it's a little bit of a reach.
That's what he's doing right here. As we say earlier, he's now. Oh my God! As soon as I talk, he's starting to eat the knuckle sandwiches. He was working in the combo, starting with the body, slipping in under the Hitman's jab, and then trying to start his offense. And he's been successful. The couple of times that he's done it, I just think that Enertayner really needs to lock in right now and really hone in on where he wants to strike.
Yeah, if he had been doing that all match, then I think he would have been, just about even on the scorecard. But I've got this 2 rounds in Hitman's favor, probably a 10-9, 10-8 because of that knockdown in the second round. So Enertayner needs to really dominate this round to come out ahead, and I just don't know if he's got it in him.
I think the Hitman, he's taking it a little bit more easy. He's not as active in this third round, I've noticed. He's still using the jab threateningly, but he's not as commanding. So I think this is the time where Enertayner can just really got to put in the gas, and we're seeing him thinking. He's trying to work it in, and there we go. Ooh. Big shot on the Hitman. This could be Enertayner's chance to turn the tides.
And just like in round 1, that big shot coming in at the end, Enertayner does have that dynamite in his hands when
he's got another one in. This could be it, bro. This could be it. This is Enertayner's round to lose. Come on. Enertayner, what are you doing? Back to the silliness. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not what we want to see.
I think he might just be tired, too, man. He's been throwing punches all around. And, like, just to let it was what we say. It is tiring to throw this many punches in a boxing match, VR or physical.
Absolutely. Final seconds of the round, and I think this is it for the Enertayner. The show is over. Let's take a look at this replay. The silliness coming in, but the Hitman not falling for it and giving him a couple of knuckle sandwiches for his show. That's how he pays him, with the hands. I love it.
I gotta say, Hitman incredibly disciplined this whole match, right? Always keeping distance, always using that jab, never really letting up the pressure, and just a good sense of where he was in the fight, not having to do too much. In that last round, he knew he had the win. All he just needed to do was not get knocked out.
Yeah, and here we see that Enertayner had Hitman rocked towards the end, but let's go ahead and see what the judges say in this final word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the red corner.
There you have it. The Hitman puts down the Enertayner, and just really close to what you said, Solly. The first 2 rounds goes convincingly to the Hitman, and honestly, look at that 10-7 for the second round. Ooh, it's so hard to come back from that, bro.
Absolutely. But something I gotta say, Enertayner did win that third round. Just keeping up damage. You can see right there, round 3, dead even, just barely edging out in that 4 points. Overall, though, we see the story right there. Twice the damage, pretty much, from Hitman overall over the course of the match.
I mean, in that second round, like you can say, triple the damage, right? That second round was very tough. I mean, that first knockdown was devastating, but look what we were talking about. Just like you said, it was a razor thin margin here on the third round in the damage, and your boy Enertayner had the right idea. We saw some early flashes of that in round 1, where he was able to slip past the long arms of the Hitman and really get into where he's weak, the body, right? That lead hand that he's using the jab was the only thing he was having to protect his body. So once he deploys that and you slip past that, that's your time to come in and rock some hits. And then he's gonna have to come in and get the body, and then you go to the dome. And we saw beautifully in the first round that Enertayner executed that, and he really made use of it in the third round. But honestly, so hard to come back from a 7-10 deficit, but you got to give it to both of these guys. I would love to see both of them come back here. Enertayner, we're definitely going to give you another chance, bro. You definitely put on a show, and Hitman, you already know. Tommy Hearns is one of my favorite boxers of all time. Mashiba is one of my favorite boxers, and Hajime no Ippo. So I definitely want to see more of this Hitman style here on Ringside VR. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to you for making it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much. That was an incredible fight. Fight fans, please let us know which one of these two boxers you think should be back up here again, and which boxers you didn't like. But I want to give a real big thank you to everybody in the community who has been supporting this channel since day one, and those who have been new to the supporting channel now. Without you, there is no Ringside VR, so I'm going to continue to try to do my best to bring you the best VR boxing action possible. So definitely give us some comments, some tips, some feedback below. Definitely, it means a lot. It is definitely all taken into consideration. And if you haven't already, share this video, like it, get the word out there. We're trying to build the channel to 1K. We're almost there. So thank you guys so much. And if we hit 1K, I definitely got a special announcement for everybody. But until then, your boy Super M signing off. Peace.